Lesson 8.2, Customary Units of Length. So in the previous lesson, we explored using the metric system to measure length units, including millimeters, and centimeters, and meters, and kilometers. In this lesson, we're going to go back to units that are very familiar to you. Again, using our classroom ruler. For a long time, you have known that 12 inches make a foot. And yards, probably less commonly used, but 3 feet make a yard. And I'm going to write those up here, and I encourage you to do that as well. So we have 12 inches equals 1 foot. And then we have 3 feet equals 1 yard. Now, the other piece of the puzzle here is understanding that when you're starting with a smaller unit and going to a larger unit, you're going to be dividing. So smaller, I'm going to say small to large, divide. And then the opposite is also true. If you're starting with a larger unit and going to a smaller unit, then you will multiply. In this practice page, for this set of 12 practice problems, let's look at the odds only, but then the perimeter problems down below, I'd like to get to each of those. I think those are a good challenge. Let's get started. So inches to feet, smaller to larger units, we're going to be dividing. Divide by what? Well, 12 inches make a foot. I'm going to take 24 divided by 12. Can you do that as mental math? 24 divided by 12 gets us 2. Skipping over to number 3, inches to feet. Again, small to large, thinking division. I'm going to divide 12 by what? Well, 12 inches make a foot. 12 divided by 12 is 1. Number 5, feet to yards. Again, small to large. I'm going to divide something, and then I'm going to divide by what? Well, feet to yards, I'm thinking 3. 3 feet go into 1 yard. Something divided by 3 is 4. What is that something? If you said 12, you'd be right on. Number 7, feet to inches. Here, I'm finally going from a larger unit and converting to a smaller unit. So I will be multiplying. Multiplying by what? Well, I'm talking about feet and inches. So something multiplied by 12 equals 54. Well, let me try to do mental math here. 4 times 12 is 48. It's a bit under. 5 times 12 is 60. It's a bit over. 4.5. Smack in the middle. 4 and 5/10. Number 9, I'm going yards to inches. A larger unit to a smaller unit. I'm going to be multiplying. Multiplying by what? Well, I could do this as a 2-step deal. I could convert yards to feet and feet to inches, or I could do it as a one-time conversion. I just need to know how many inches make up a yard. I can figure that out. 12 inches go into 1 foot, 3 feet go into a yard. So 12 times 3 is 36. I could say that 36 inches also equal 1 yard. And if I'm coming back to this problem here, if I'm going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, I'm going to be multiplying 10 by 36. Can you do that as mental math? 10 times 36, I'm just going to add a 0. 360 inches. Number 11, 9 1/3 of a yard equals how many feet? Well, I'm starting with yards and going to feet. I'm converting from a larger unit to a smaller unit, so I'm going to multiply. Multiply by what? Well, if I'm talking yards and feet, I multiply by 3. So 9 1/3 multiplied by 3. A couple ways I can do this, but I'm going to first sort of rewrite this mixed number as an improper fraction. 3 times 9 is 27. 27 plus 1 is 28. Rewrite the whole number 3 as 3 over 1. And do you see an opportunity to use cross-canceling? 3's cancel, don't they? Then I get 28 over 1, which gets simplified down to plain old 28. Okay, let's continue down below. For 13 and 14, we are asked to find the perimeter of each figure in terms of feet. Okay, so we got 2 feet here, which means this, and perimeter, of course, is totaling up the lengths of the sides. So the shorter side is given to us in terms of inches. I'm going inches to feet, smaller unit to a larger unit. Think division. Here I'm going to divide by 12. 12 divided by 12 is 1. So total it up. 2 and 1 plus 2 and 1 gets me 6 feet. 14. I'm looking for feet. I've got down here yards. Oops. So yards to feet. Larger unit to a smaller unit. Think multiply. Multiply by what? Multiply by 3. 2 times 3 is 6. This is 6 feet, which means that this is 6 feet. Now, this little segment here from here to here is in inches. Smaller unit inches to a larger unit feet. I've got to divide. Divide by 12. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So this little segment is 3 feet, which means altogether this side is 9 feet. Let's total them up now. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 6 is 19. 19 plus 5 is 24. I'm going to double check my math, but I think that we are accurate. 6 and 6 is 12. And 4 is 16. And 5 is 21. And 3 is 24. Good. Last two problems here, we're looking to come up with an answer that's in terms of yards. So for number 15, I've got to do some converting. 9 feet. Feet to yards. I've got to divide by 3. 9 feet is 3 yards. 15 feet. 15 divided by 3, 5 yards. Inches to yards. I've got to divide. There's 36 inches in 1 yard. 72 divided by 36 is 2. This is 2 yards. And let's see. If we know that this to this is 5 and this to this is 1, well, this to this has to be 5 minus 1. This has to be 4. Now, if we know this point to this point is 3, and this point to this point is 2, then 3 minus 2 here to here has to be 1. Let's total it up. If I start down here, I've got 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11, plus 5 is 16 yards. Finally, number 16, 3 feet is 3 divided by 3, 1 yard. 72 inches is 72 divided by 36, 2 yards. 2 yards. And this math looks pretty straightforward. 1 and 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6.